What if they were just to do a modern take with modern graphics and change nothing? Would you like that? Hey, Razor,
Hey,
do you like Zelda Ocarina of Time?
do I? I do.
Does he?
Oh, good.
Sorry,
Have
I felt I'd leave you in suspense there for a moment on whether or not I enjoyed like the greatest game ever made. Yeah, sure.
Do you actually think it's the greatest game ever made?
I think it's legit one of the best games ever made. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you play the 3DS remake?
Never got the chance to. No. I played just about every other port though.
Okay. Well, there was we're now actually, I think today is 25 years ago in Europe the game was released. Today's was the birthday of it. Birthday, release day, I don't know, whatever. 25 years ago, Zelda was released in Europe, and there was an interview with the producer of the Zelda series. He was asked about a remake of Ocarina of Time, like a full-on remake of it. And in that, he says Zelda series producer refuses to comment on potential Ocarina of Time remake. Ooh. But it's one of those like refusing to comment, yet still kind of commenting on it. In a recent interview with Game Informer, when asked about a potential remake of Ocarina of Time, I can never say his name. The series producer, who was also co-director on the 1998 title, simply laughed. No comment. Obviously, it isn't confirmation by any means, but as we've seen so often, refusal to comment is often enough to comment to spark speculation in itself. So, with that said, Razor, would you be open to seeing a 25-year-old game be remade in a modern? What if they were just to do a modern take with modern graphics and change nothing? Would you like that?
Yes. Would I be open to it? My ass cheeks would be open to it. What are you even talking about? Yes. Jesus Christ.
Well,
power injected into my veins.
Would you like to see anything done to the game, or would you like a 1-for-1 remake just with better graphics?
I would actually like a few little touching up, maybe make the gameplay a little more fluid. Not even a heavy kind of facelift, like maybe just make it play a little more like, say, Twilight Princess with the fluidity of gameplay in that, or something like that, right? Like those kind of adjustments, little adjustments, quality of life, basically.
It's I saw there's a great channel called Hard for Games, and they take a look at all these great leaks and demos of games and fan-made conversions of games. And there was a recent remake of Ocarina of Time, or I guess a fan-made thing, and they had some good like quality of life things, like they sped Link up a little bit, right? So when you're running through the field, it doesn't take as long. You're not like rolling a million times, right? But I think they made some
letting you ride Epona in more areas, things like that, right? Like, because she was restricted to certain areas and whatever. Right? You could do things like that, adjustments like that for quality of life. Look at any of the other, like the modern Resident Evil remakes. They change things for quality of life and update them.
Right. And it's funny. Okay, so you said what'd you say? What'd you say the horse's name is?
Epona.
Is it Epona? I don't know.
I honestly, well, if it's the Japanese, if it's originally a Japanese name, then it would be Epona.
But I'll tell you what, I think this is something that would fly off the shelves. And
oh yeah,
when you deal with a game that is so highly regarded as Ocarina of Time, you're going to deal with a lot of messy things. Obviously, nostalgia is the messiest because people haven't played the game in 20 years, 25 years, and they want to go back to when they were 15, 16, 12, when they first played the game. And they don't remember the kind of the struggles that came with it. They just remember all the good times. It's just like, Instagram. It's a filter, right? But I will say this. I went back and played the game the first, I don't know, probably 2 hours of the game in the last year. And I thought it was fine. I thought it was a fine Zelda game. I didn't think it was like the best game in the world. I think that the newer Zelda games have vastly passed it. And I remember doing a remake when they remade the 3DS version. I did the review of it for Screw Attack back in the day. And in doing so, my thought was, this is awesome. Like, I told people that they should pass on the game. And the reason why was because it was on the 3DS. I was like, if you're going to go back and you're going to remake it and give it graphics and a graphical upgrade, don't make it a handheld game, right? Put it on the new console, which was, I guess, was the Switch at the time, or the Wii U.
Yeah, but they were
it was.
doing that with a lot of games on the 3DS. They did
Yeah.
it with Star Fox and whatever. Like, they did it with a lot of games. It was kind of the 3D remake machine for a while there, remember? Didn't they do Super Mario 64 and they added other characters, like playable characters and shit?
Right. And that's, but I remember people like hating me for that. They're like, fuck you for having a thing.
Oh, I bet, dude. That sounds retarded just hearing it back. No, remake Majora's Mask. I would play that. That's my favorite one.
Really? Majora's Mask, huh?
Oh, yes.
You're the hipster Zelda fan.
No, I got it it came with my Nintendo 64, I think, that Christmas. So I was all about it. That game's fantastic.
But what do you think about this? Leave us a comment down below. We read every single one of them. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button because you have found your home for common sense in the gaming and entertainment worlds.